AI.
Welcome to BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. I'm here with my friend and co-host, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from BizChicks, and we're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run. So, every Monday we come together and we try to develop an interesting topic that will stimulate you. And so we hope you'll get comfortable, get your favorite beverage, because it's time for coffee talk with the Biz Chicks. Friend, have you ever noticed that the story you tell yourself becomes the story that you live? Whew. Well, today, friend, on Biz Chicks, I think I'd like for us to talk about the power of our mindset. And how it shapes our businesses, how it shapes our confidence, and how it shapes our future, if you will. It's all about your thoughts really do shape who you are, whether it's your family, your business, whatever it is that you're doing, those thoughts are carrying your future. Yes. So let me say this. Our thoughts shape who we are because we live out what we believe about ourselves. For example, if you're constantly thinking, I'm not good with tech, or you'll avoid tools that will save you hours, your business can spin, your inner dialogue becomes your outer results. You realize that, right?
Yep, because you and I were talking earlier this morning, and we were talking about the importance of words and how words shape us pretty much. But then it dawned on me, people are still speaking, whether you can hear them audibly or not. Just because you don't hear the voice does not mean somebody is not speaking.
That's true.
Because the things that you say to yourself is a product of you having a thought that came, you kind of believed whatever, whether you rejected it or accepted it, that's your belief, right? And we speak what we believe. And so the thoughts that we snatched onto, held onto, grabbed onto, we believe those things and we speak them, even if they're not audibly heard by anybody else. They're heard by ourselves because we are talking within ourselves. What is it? Some scriptures in the Bible talk about
as
he said within himself.
As the man
he
thinks
said
in his heart, so is he. Yes, our heart.
So we're saying stuff in our heart, even though you may not say it out loud with your mouth. You're saying it in your heart, so you're still saying it. And what you believe is what you speak, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, or out of the abundance of what you believe, you speak. And what you're speaking, you're living. Even though you didn't hear yourself say the words out here, in here, the words were still going.
Because your thoughts are guiding your actions, are they not?
Yeah, they are.
Because what you think about, you bring about, because you're entertaining it.
Yep.
And you're going to be drawn toward that.
So entertaining it is another way of
Mhm.
saying you're watering in that. You're giving it attention.
Entertaining it. You invited it to come to tea. Come on, sit
And you're
down.
sitting down and you're just okay. So there are sometimes somebody may have said something to you, or let's go, you thought somebody said something to you. You know,
Okay.
you walk into the room, they start laughing and then they stop laughing and look at you. Then you get this thought.
Your inner dialogue.
Start talking, and then you're in the car driving. I wonder what they meant by that. And you're at dinner or something and you can't concentrate because I wonder what they were thinking. And so your whole day is on tilt because you're thinking this thought that may not have any merit. They might have been looking at the person behind you, or there was I was going to say something else, but a bouquet of balloons just went up right behind your head and you just didn't see the balloons, but they're all looking at the balloons and you're thinking they're all looking at you. But you're on this whole spiral talking to yourself because that's the attention and you're giving that thing attention.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said something earlier today. You said, what about when you were a kid and you had something happen, somebody said something, and you've been watering that thing for 40 years.
Somebody said money don't grow on trees.
And you've been watering that thing and money does grow on trees.
Someone said
the paper that is used to make the bills is from a tree.
Exactly. And not only that, how about when people tell you, be seen and not heard? Okay, so now you're an adult. You don't speak up in meetings. You're scared to go on stage. You don't want to present, and all of this is part of your job. How many people? What is the percentage of people who have a fear of public speaking?
Because somebody told them to sit down and be quiet when they was a kid. Oh, and then I know this, I'm talking about me. I can't talk about nobody else, but I can talk about me. I remember people used to tell me, speak up. I can't hear you. And then when I spoke up, oh, you talking too loud now. Okay, y'all need to make up your mind. Do you want me to speak up? Or do you want me not to say, you know what? I control my voice now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And also, I remember when my children were growing up, they were always the tallest kids in the class. They were always above whatever the norm was for the chart. And so people would talk to them like they were older and then wonder why they weren't getting as a mature response. But what did happen was they began to refine their speech quicker because of the expectations were higher.
Yes.
So it can work in a number of different ways. Because
Correct.
I can remember my daughter would come and she would read the entire announcements for the church and the bulletin and the scripture for the day, and she was 5. She'd read it right off the bulletin. You know what I'm saying? And then by her being tall, people thought she was older than she was.
Right.
So I'm just saying that things can work in a number of different ways.
But how you frame it is going to mean everything. A lot of people write to get their voice out to the world. Mm-hmm. Maybe they don't like the actual sound of their voice in the recording, so they write and they're putting their voice out on paper. This is somebody's voice. They're saying something. Mm-hmm. And one of the other things I recognize, you do not have to have vocal cords to speak.
There you go.
You can speak. We talked about this before. Your body language speaks, but your inner voice is still speaking to you. And you're having this conversation back and forth. And what are you saying to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I'm, I, and we have to reframe what if it's been negative and I'm not good enough. And a lot I tell my clients that I work with, my tech clients, I'm not techie. I'm like, you don't need to be techie. We just need to follow the recipe here. And I'm going to show you what buttons to push. And they're like, oh, I did it. See, you are techie. You can do it. It's techie is not necessarily it's not having to know the tech. It's just following certain recipe, just knowing what button to push and
You
not
don't
being
have to
afraid to push the
know
button.
how to build the car. You just need to know how to turn the key and
Right.
make it go, or what button
Right.
to push to start the car. And different cars may have different mechanisms for starting. And when I get in my sister-in-law's electric car, things are in other places. So it's just a matter of learning how the tool works, how the machine
And
works, how you should work.
and taking I don't know if it's a risk, but it's taking taking an action step. I'm not going to say it's a risk, because in order for you to do some things with tech, you need to take an action step. Don't be afraid. Push the button, see what happens. It's not going to blow up the world. You're fine. You might need to go back and look for the file again or whatever, but just push the button and see what the thing can do.
And I think that is part of the thing of rewiring our minds, not just around tech, but think about a positive possibility. Think about the good thing that could happen, the doors that will open when you press the button. Stop thinking about what's going to happen on the negative side, because that keeps the door shut.
Right.
Because
Because
it's just like walking into a dark room, right, friend?
where's the lights? Turn
And
on the
where's the light
light.
switch?
Don't just be walking around bumping into furniture, tripping over stuff. Turn on a light.
And what could happen if you turn the light switch and it doesn't come on? You're still in the dark. But if you turn the switch, if you flick the switch and when it comes on, voila.
Your whole path is clear now because you flipped the light switch on. So
All
you
of
were
that.
saying what we live out what we believe about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And
let me give you an example, friend. The mindset drives your results. For example, the business owner who thinks I can't raise my prices stays stuck, while the one who thinks I provide real value finds clients who will pay, because what you focus on expands.
So you keep watering that tool, you keep watering it. And I was listening to someone, and they said that you need to get around people who charge their value, get out of the circle of people who think that I can't raise my prices or what have you. You just need to get around people who are not afraid to raise their prices. Because there are okay, when them eggs went up, I went to this restaurant and they said we're going to have to charge you 50 cents more because the eggs went up if you're getting breakfast, right? Do you think they took that 50 cents off after the eggs came back down to normal?
I hear you. I hear you. And they might have to raise them again because eggs are $8 a carton. But go ahead.
True, because the eggs did go up and other things went up. So everybody said, oh, eggs are up. Okay, so we're going to put everything else up too. So we're just going, so everybody decided, you are not selling eggs. You are selling sand or something, but you're going to raise your prices because eggs went up.
Let's keep it to our business. And remember that what we focus on is what expands. If we focus on stumbling around in the dark, we'll get more dark. If we focus on, hey, if I flick this switch, there's a possibility that things could get better. The light could flood in. So you can train your thinking. Really?
Really?
Thoughts are habits.
And we
Okay?
can decide on,
And habits can be changed.
so I can decide what I'm going to think on.
Exactly. Here's a simple practice. Notice the thought asks, is this helping me or holding me back? And then reframe it. You know, I love reframing stuff. You know I do. I love to switch. I'm overwhelmed to I'm learning, and every step makes me stronger. I'm learning, and every step makes me better at this. Oh my gosh.
We got a
Mark
comment
is
from
in the
Mark.
house. Woo!
Woo! Hey, Mark. Mark says, for me,
Hi, Mark.
it's always a reminder that success, by any definition, is a matter of conditioning, aligning thoughts, words, and actions with a clearly defined vision. Yes, Mark. People are, if you constantly, where am I? Oh, here we go.
Mhm.
So what I focus on expands,
Mhm.
and my thoughts can be changed. I can change. Wait, you can change your mind?
Mhm. Yep.
You can pick a different thought?
And you know, my thing is a girl's always got to have options. Yep. You can, you need some, you can
You
change.
and I remember you talked about this one time. You said you don't we give you permission to change your mind. It's okay for you to change your mind. Just because you started out, and I saw this in some business owners. I know this dentist, and she'd been doing dentistry for whatever, and she's gotten paid well for it and whatever. She decided, I don't want to do dentistry anymore. Do we need to stay stuck or stay someplace just because that's the thing that we used to do? Or can we change our minds?
I love this. Here's Mark's thought. Thoughts happen. We cannot always control what we think, but we can control which thoughts we feed. Remember, we're saying water certain things and don't water others, and believe consciously creates a new story this way.
Right. So the thought is coming. Now, do we want to keep feeding that thought? Okay, you know what just ran through my mind? Little shop of horrors would feed me, Seymour. I don't need, if I don't want that plant taken over, don't feed it. Don't
That is a great analogy.
stop feeding the thing.
Then you want to know why you come back and it's just taking over the whole room.
And because our thoughts can be like that, and it could be a wrong thought, and you keep feeding it and keep feeding it and keep feeding it. Wow.
Oh my
So
God. Surround yourself with people who speak possibility, not limitations. Oh my gosh. It's possible that you can make more money in your business. We're here to tell you that. We're here to help you do that. If you need help doing that, you need to contact us at BizChicks. We're going to help you grow that business, folks. Okay, that's what we're in business
and even
for.
with us, we were trying to figure out how we could help and what our central skill set is. And I was like, oh, this is what we do. We've always done training, but we wanted training that brings results, not just training for the sake of training, or not just doing workshops for the sake of workshops. We wanted for people to get something that they can take and go implement and see change. And for years,
Change for the better.
change for the better. Yes. Positive forward progress, change in their business. And so we were trying to figure out what can we offer, because there's so many voices in the world that are telling you this and telling you that. And we figured it out. Let me see what Mark's comment is up here.
Mark has a great statement here, and I think this is where we're going there, Mark.
It's a whole other episode, but never resist your thoughts. That empowers what you are trying to evade. Don't resist them. Instead, declare what you are choosing to believe instead. So what are you believing instead? You know what? I'm going to go learn how to do that AI stuff.
And that's what we said. You can change. You identify it. If it's not beneficial, you reframe it, you replace it with something that will get you where you want to go. In other words, you choose to believe the right thing instead. And every time that thought comes up that doesn't empower you, then you replace it with one that does.
Yes. And I think,
Fred, we said surround yourself with people who speak possibility, not limitations. How can we do that? Real quick.
Well, you can come to a Biz Chicks First Monday meeting and network with us. You can also get into groups that are where you're going.
Yes.
Change your atmosphere. If people are sucking the oxygen out of the room, then get in a different room.
What is so good about the internet, friend, is we can change neighborhoods just like that.
I don't like being here. I'm going over here.
Okay.
So we can get around different people that are going to feed the positive thoughts that we have, and not just sit in the same space of other people who are all sitting around just kind of rocking and not going nowhere. I'm like, we need to be moving. Why are we not going this way?
Because we got that rocking chair mentality. We're busy, but
we're moving nowhere.
Marching in place, rocking in place. Mark's got another comment here. He says, you cannot affirm that you are prosperous when you have no money in the bank, but you can choose to believe that more money and money-making opportunities are on the way.
Okay.
He says, current reality and chosen belief for new stories equals a shift in your circumstances.
Okay. So Terry and I made a shift. We were, I do tech. I've been doing tech as long as I can remember, and I do business. And I was noticing there's a gap. We noticed this back when we started Biz Chicks. There was a gap because there were people who worked in corporate or they worked in corporate, or they may have started a business, but didn't understand the back end of stuff, right? Okay, so I like baking cookies, and so you start baking cookies, but you don't have a system for tracking your customers or tracking your vendors. All of the stuff that was done when you worked for corporate had a system already set up. But the small business owner sometimes does not understand the system. And the people who were repurposing their skill set from corporate to their own entrepreneur efforts, they didn't know, they didn't realize that there was an IT department, there was customer service department, there was somebody who was managing the databases, all this stuff that was going on. And so there was a gap. So Terry and I we started Biz Chicks because the things that people were telling them, oh, you can be 7-figure, but you can't be 7-figure without a system. So Terry and I, we put together this workshop, and now that AI is everywhere in every part of the system, and we needed to know how to use it. So we're back in school. I was like, wait, we found tools that can help really take the hassle out of your hustle, help you really save time. And we conducted a couple of workshops over the past 2 weekends. And one of the workshops is a free workshop, and we're going to give you an opportunity to join in on the next one we have coming up in September, September 25th. But it will show you that AI is not to be feared, and you don't have to be scared, and you don't have to go, oh my God, what's happening? The sky, no, you do not need to be
the
afraid.
Sky is not falling.
And it can really help you literally move the needle forward in your business. So I'll put the link in the chat and give you how to connect with us for that. The other thing that we did was using it for ourselves, using the technology for ourselves to help us help you, help us be better about getting information out to you. So when we come across these tools, we share them with you so that you can create your systems. I recognize, oh, wait a minute. I set tech stuff up all the time, and I never thought about it. I just like, okay, you need to do this, click that, go here, do this. And I never thought about it. But then it dawned on me, not everybody can do that.
No, they cannot.
There is a need. And so Terry and I were doing the workshop. I'm doing the stuff in the background. And it's kind of like what we do here. We do live stream productions for people in the background. We run their little stuff so they can be shining on the camera, and they're talking about their goals and sharing with their audience. They don't have to do that tech stuff in the background. I was like, that's the market. We will help you with your tech, the AI part of it, the other, in your systems. You need a system for your business to grow. If there is no system, it's just kind of haphazard. We have some coaches that we work with that will help you stay focused and help you get to where you want to go. I'm talking about quickly. It's not going to take you 13 years, 14 years.
We're going to help your business dreams come true.
And it's a simple systems now. Mark has a question. He says, no reason to be afraid of AI, and it won't serve you, because like it, love it, or hate it, it's not going anywhere. Don't be dragged by the bus, and get on it and claim your seat. Well said, Mark. Don't be dragged by the bus. Oh, it was funny. So anyway, we had fun over these past 2 weekends. We were able to help some of our clients, and they were, it did our hearts really well, because they walked away with things that can actually see themselves using in their business. And they in our workshops were hands-on, where you had to do the work. We put a timer on. You're going to do the work right here. It wasn't one of them workshops. Take the notes, and then when you get home, we need to see you do this right here.
We apply it right there.
And we did
personalize it to their businesses.
That was the other thing. It was because people would give you marketing tools all day long, but then you got to try and figure out how to fit it in with your stuff. Not with this. This was like, it was tailor-made for your business and tweaked for your business. So That is what we've been working on, and I'm going to pull up our our offer. And this is a free workshop coming up on the 25th. I'm getting the link right now. Terry should have had it pulled up already.
Well, while she's doing that, I want you to know that from our conversation today, as you think, so you become. Your
Mhm.
life will follow your thoughts. Your business will never outgrow your mindset. When you think bigger, you build better. So here's what we want you to do this week. Choose one thought that lifts you higher and watch how it shifts your results. Okay. So should
The
we
link
put
is
this?
in the chat,
Mm-hmm.
and you can click on that link from within the chat because it works for you for the people watching. But click that link. There are several dates, but the next workshop is on the 25th, and get in on it so we can help you move along that path
Mm-hmm.
to get you where you need to be in your business. It is so thrilling to see people grab a hold and get it and actually use tools that are crafted for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
They were crafted for them. And on our YouTube channel, we'll put this link in the description as well.
Okay,
So
that'd be good. And the workshop is on the 25th. What time? 10 a.m. I mean
let
9
me look.
a.m.
Hold on, because I just looked on the store.
Oh,
I just
and if
went
you
here and
put
just
that in the
looked at the
private
link.
chat, I can go to the actual space.
I'm gonna go here and look at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Pacific Standard
Thursday,
Time.
September 25th, and it's a lunch and learn.
Oh, okay.
So you can carve out some time on your lunch hour, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock on Thursday, September 25th.
Great.
So invite a friend, bring them with you. You will be glad you came. And you'll be glad to become a part of the Biz Chicks community. Just go to text Biz to 33777. Where am I?
Oh, I got it.
Okay. So we're going to text Biz to 33777 or go to bizchicks.net. However you connect with us, we got some tools that's going to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. And with that, we want to say it's okay to make money in your business.
Yes. So go to the front of your own line. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be talking with Terry Johnson online with Marketing Talks. See you soon. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.